What's up, family? And I'm back with another video. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful day today. Um, if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead, get out, get you some sunlight, get you some nature, man, and go ahead and enjoy this natural resource that we have, living with us. Um, if you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead, click the subscribe button. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to click the post notification bell so you'll be updated when I drop a new video. And so with today's video, I would like to discuss with my viewers um, some of the information that I've received about the last days. And now, before we jump into the topic, or before any of my videos that I've posted, I want to make clear that, the information that I've provided for you guys is not something that you may want to hear, but it's something that you may need to hear, because a lot of things are going on in the world right now, and some of us may feel helpless, we may feel lonely, and we may feel as if we're not able to take on certain things by ourselves. And so with that being said, jumping into the topic, I will discuss some of the, you may call it end time prophecies, but I will discuss some of the information that I received about the end times, and basically the times that we're living in now. So go ahead and get you a pen and a paper. Be ready to take notes, because we're in for a great lesson today. So I want you guys to stay tuned and stay prepared so we can get into stay tuned and stay prepared so that way we can get into what we need to in order to figure out how to make it out these last days, or what is going to be going on, or what's going to be happening, or signs that you will receive knowing or showing that this is the last days. So without further ado, man, let's jump into the video. So with jumping into the video, if you will, we're reading out the Bible, and if you will turn to the page Matthew 24:3, and so it reads, "And as he sat upon Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming, and of the world, and of the end of the world?" You get what I'm saying? Or of the world. And so, with reading Matthew 24:6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." So with that scripture being said, Matthew 24:6, it expressed that there are going to be wars, or at least rumors of war. And now, if you can remember, at the beginning of this year, 2020, there were rumors of war about what happened with the death of the guy in the other country. I'm not fully aware with that. I'm moving forward from that, but I can just remember that happening at the beginning of the year, way before the sickness. And so that's already prophetic right there, where it said, Matthew 24:6, and ye shall have, and ye shall, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye are not troubled. So within this time where you may hear of wars and stuff like that, that's to promote fear in your heart. And what you must realize is that you must not be fearful. You must trust and believe in the Most High, because he knew that everything that is going on right now in this world, he knew that it will happen. And so by believing in him, he will protect you. And so it said, for all these things must come to pass. So he knew that these things was going to happen, and it was going to come to pass. But the end is not yet. So this is expressing that things such as war, rumors of war, and stuff like that, that is going to come to pass, but that is not yet the end of what is to come. And so it says in Daniel, the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 19, and he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation for all, for at the time appointed the end shall be. So this is basically, and I took notes, so don't worry about it. And so I'm gonna reread that one more time so we can get full clarity on it. Book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 19. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed, the end shall be. So we must know that the Most High didn't give a specific time when he is to come back. That's why he said, that's why no eyes have seen or ears have heard. We don't know when he's to come back. But that's why in the Bible he gave us prophecy, or he told us in the Bible that, he will give us signs of the end time, but he hasn't revealed when he shall come. That's why you must be ready and be prepared for his arrival, because we don't know when. And that's the thing. That's why you must take in heed of what I'm telling you and get closer to the Bible and start getting back into reading the Bible, because the end is near. And this is not to put any fear in your heart, but this is to get you back closer to the truth, because the truth shall make you free. And so with that, we're going to go with Matthew 24:7. And so if you turn over to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, it says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes. Now, if most of you don't know the term famine or famines, or however you pronounced it, that basically means food shortage. And so with what is going on in the world right now, most of you have seen the explosion over in, I don't know how to pronounce the country name, is Lebanon, I'm not sure, Lebanese, something like that. It's Lebanon. And so there was a explosion, and what was in those ports, or what was in whatever that it got exploded, was the way in which how they received their food. And so over there in that country, now there I can guarantee you that there's a food shortage coming about, not only over in that country, but even in America in the months to come, there will be food shortages. It's going to be a shortness in food, and which is already going on right now due to the sickness. But if you realize that over in China there was this massive flood, and if you don't realize, most of our food products, they come from China. And so with it being a flood over there, we're not going to be able to get as much food as we usually do. And so that being said, this is Bible prophecy. If you go to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, it states, For nation shall rise against nation, meaning that there's going to be war. Nation against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes. Yes, earthquakes are going on right now. Whether it's small earthquakes, big earthquakes, If you go look it up right now, earthquakes have happened in this year of 2020. And so this is all Bible prophecy. Now, most of you may not realize that this is Bible prophecy, or most of you may not read the Bible, but let's take a little digger deep into the end times of the sign. Let's take a digger. Let's dig deep. Let's dig deep and to see what the end shall be. Okay. So I took notes. So we're about to go to the next page, right? And so this book speaks on earthquakes as well, and this is Luke 21, verse 11, and it says, "And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great sign shall there be from heaven." So this is prophetic. This is happening right now in this world. And so when you go to Matthew, the book of Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12, it states, "Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold." And so with all this wickedness going on in the world, you know, the love of most, meaning relationships, people in relationships, they're ending. You know what I'm saying? People are splitting apart because of all the wickedness that's coming about. You know, all the the sickness is breaking up families too. A lot of people probably may not be talking about it, but it's breaking up families. You know, and so the love of most will grow cold, meaning people will start not having love for each other like that no more. Get what I'm saying? Think about it, right? Because of the sickness going on, you know, we used to always go to the store, mall, stuff like that without the mask. Now that they're making the mask, you know, a trending topic now, for people that don't wear masks, we're looked at as if, you know, we shouldn't be around them. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't care about us because we don't really have the mask on. We're not following after the mask agenda. So we are being looked at as if, okay, I don't want to be around him because he don't have a mask on. See, the love of most will grow cold. You see what I'm saying? We once had a connection to where, you know, it didn't matter if, you know, you wear a mask or not before the sickness. Now it matters. And so if you don't wear a mask when you're around me, or I don't wear a mask around you or whatever, I know that you're going to feel a certain type of way. You're going to look at me like, why are you not wearing a mask? You get what I'm saying? So that's going to create something in them to make it feel like they shouldn't be around me. You know what I'm saying? It's all a mind game. It's all propaganda. And so that's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And so when you dig a little deeper, right, you go to Revelations, chapter 11, verse 18. And it says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they shall be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to saints, and them that and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth." That is breaking down prophecy. That is basically prophecy of the end time. Let me read it again. "And the nations were angry." Yes. So we're going to become angry because we're being lied to. "And thy wrath is come." There's going to be war. "And the time of the dead, that they shall be judged. You get what I'm saying? This is end time prophecy. And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them, which destroy the earth. So that's all the wicked people and entities that is controlling this world right now, that are, controlling what's going on, that's promoting negativity. They're going to be destroyed because they destroyed the earth. And so it says, for Matthew 24:14, it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And so Daniel 12:4 states, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the let me repeat that from the top. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. So with that being said, this is why you should tune into my channel just about every day that I post. Most likely I will be posting every day. But this is the reason why you should stay tuned to my channel, because you never know what we may talk about. And with that being said, let me know in the comments what you think.